It's cool for a person to date their ex's friends.
Hell motherfucker no.
Okay, so
Especially if they ball players.
so
Kim Porter says she dumped Diddy.
I feel like
In a statement to the TV show The Insider, she says she decided to end what she calls her on-again, off-again relationship with Sean Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs, a name associated with wealth, fame, and power in the music industry, has been at the center of some of Hollywood's most well-known partnerships. During the late 1990s, he had a short romance with pop phenomenon Jennifer Lopez, which captured the attention of fans and created tabloid headlines. But underneath the glitz and glamour of their well-publicized affair, there was a complicated and emotional background that few people at the time understood. According to reports, Diddy shockingly acknowledged that his connection with Lopez wasn't as simple as it seemed. It turns out that there could have been ulterior motives. According to insiders, Diddy has admitted that he dated Lopez in order to make his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter jealous. Diddy's long and tumultuous romance with model and actress Porter remained a major part of his life, even after their breakups. This revelation sheds light on Diddy's personal connections and the emotional dynamics that existed during one of the most talked-about periods of his career. Diddy's purportedly shocking disclosure about his connection with Jennifer Lopez, the love triangle that shaped his personal life, and the long-term consequences it had on everyone involved will all be covered in this video. The connection between Sean Diddy Combs and Kim Porter was one of the most important aspects of his personal life. The two first met in the early 1990s, when Diddy was rising to prominence in the music industry and Kim Porter was becoming well-known as an actress and model. Their connection was clear from the beginning, marked by intense passion and many challenges that would later define their tumultuous, intermittent relationship. In 1994, Diddy and Porter officially began dating, beginning a journey that would ultimately develop into a passionate but turbulent relationship. Having 3 children together over the years, Christian and twins Delilah Starr and Jesse James strengthened the couple's bond as co-parents, even during periods of separation. Porter was instrumental in helping Diddy manage the pressures of fame and his growing empire by standing by him as he rose to prominence in the music industry. Their relationship was not always simple, however. Due to Diddy's professional commitments and the pressures of being in the spotlight, the two often disagreed. Diddy's reputation as a ladies' man and the many headlines, including accusations of infidelity, caused tension in their relationship. Despite their love, they broke up often, and Porter frequently avoided the limelight to avoid the controversy surrounding Diddy's lavish lifestyle. For Porter, however, freedom was nothing new. In addition to her romance with Diddy, she had a successful career as an actor and model. Her composure, charm, and strong sense of self made her beloved in Diddy's life and in the entertainment industry at large. Porter undoubtedly influenced Diddy's life and was just as captivating. Nevertheless, their relationship endured throughout their time apart. Porter, according to Diddy, was his genuine love, and her influence influenced all of his subsequent relationships. Despite their differences, Porter and Diddy supported one another's endeavors and co-parented their children. These close friendships were of obedience and encouragement to Diddy, who never failed to back Diddy up in very hard times. However, Diddy says that after one of their breakups, he decided to start dating Jennifer Lopez because of his unresolved feelings for Porter. In the late 1990s, one of the most talked about couples in the entertainment business was Sean Diddy Combs and Jennifer Lopez. Both fans and the media were interested in their relationship because it was a haze of luxury, glamour, and noteworthy incidents. Their marriage seemed to be a match made in heaven since they were two of the greatest personalities in music and film at the time. However, the press frenzy and glitzy public appearances had a far more complex relationship. When Diddy and Lopez began dating in 1999, there was no doubting their connection. Lopez, who was rapidly rising to fame thanks to her expanding film and singing professions, gave Diddy a new kind of energy. The two were often seen together at high-profitable events like VIP parties and red carpets, and they radiated the power couple vibes that were prevalent in the late 1990s. Fans were enthralled with their relationship and called them one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples. However, there were issues with their relationship. The relationship was always the subject of speculation because of the massive amount of media attention they got. They were constantly followed by photographers, and their public persona often concealed the personal complexities of their relationship. While Lopez's career was booming, Diddy's name was becoming associated with issues both within and beyond the music industry. One of the most well-known incidents that took place during Diddy and Lopez's time together was the December 1999 nightclub shooting in New York City, which both of them saw. Despite neither being found guilty of any wrongdoing, the incident caused a great deal of strain in their relationship. As she attempted to establish herself as a professional actress and artist, Lopez reportedly struggled with the negative attention that followed. During the upheaval, Diddy later said that his connection with Lopez was more than simply chemistry or love. According to reports, Diddy said that he dated Lopez in part to make his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter jealous. Diddy's feelings for Porter remained constant. During this period of separation, he also thought that his public connection with Lopez would draw Porter's notice and ultimately bring her back to him. Lopez, who was unaware of these alleged plans, ended the relationship at last. Early in 2001, the couple called their quits, citing severe public pressure and personal issues as the reasons. Both of them pursued different occupations after what began as a high-profile romance. However, the revelations of Diddy's motivations added a new level of complexity to the story and masked the true nature of their connection. When Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs made headlines during their short engagement, Diddy's longtime girlfriend Kim Porter, who is the mother of 3 of his children, remained in the background. Porter must have found it hard to see Diddy's public relationship with Lopez grow, given the deep emotional connection she had with him. Although she was reluctant to publicly express her feelings at this time, Porter's behavior and later reflections showed that the complexities of this love triangle had a significant influence on her. Porter and Diddy's turbulent relationship has seen periods of intense love and equally intense conflict. By the time Diddy and Lopez got back together, Porter and Diddy were no longer together, but they were still friends. Diddy said, reportedly, that he had a relationship with Lopez in part to make Porter jealous, so she would come back to him. Despite Diddy's pursuit of one of Hollywood's biggest stars, this revelation revealed his continued emotional relationship to Porter. Diddy and Lopez's relationship must have been a bittersweet sight for Porter. On the one hand, she maintained her dignity by focusing on her own career and raising their children, despite the media frenzy surrounding her ex. However, given its high profile, it's probable that Diddy's recent affair was difficult to ignore. People close to Porter said that she knew Diddy's plans, and while she was angry, she ultimately decided not to take part in the drama. Porter's dignity and composure at this period showed her independence and determination to live her life as she thought proper. Diddy may have believed that his relationship with Lopez would create a stir, but Porter put herself and her children first. She decided to maintain some privacy by not discussing her problems in public, even though there was a lot of media conjecture about her. Diddy and Porter's subsequent reconciliation showed that their bond was more resilient than any temporary issues. By forgiving Diddy and repairing their relationship, particularly for the sake of their children, Porter demonstrated her perseverance and her continued connection to him. Despite their arguments and the challenges of their past, Porter and Diddy had a love that transcended the public exhibition of his relationship with Lopez. Kim Porter's perspective on this period of time shows her tenacity and her understanding of the complexities of love and family. Even though Diddy and Lopez's relationship was featured on magazine covers and TV screens, Porter was Diddy's modest but important figure whose influence would last long after the headlines faded. In the years after his relationships with Kim Porter and Jennifer Lopez, Sean Diddy Combs has often reflected on the choices he made during those tumultuous times. His rise to fame and fortune was accompanied by close relationships that were continuously seen by the public, providing little chance for privacy or real reconciliation. The intricacy of Diddy's past relationships taught him about love, grief, and the consequences of emotional decisions. Diddy said that he pursued Jennifer Lopez in part to stoke Kim Porter's jealousy, illustrating the intensity of his emotional connection with Porter as well as the impulsiveness of his actions at the time. By referring to Porter as his soulmate and acknowledging that their connection was unlike anything he had ever experienced, Diddy has discussed the impact she had on his life in hindsight. However, Diddy often made choices when they were separated that seemed to be motivated by his fear of losing her, including dating Lopez. Diddy spoke about the challenges of maintaining relationships while balancing a demanding career and public persona in later interviews. He said that as a child, he often struggled to prioritize the individuals who mattered most to him. Following Porter's untimely death in 2018, this remorse became more intense. The death of Porter was a major turning point in Diddy's life and made him consider his past and the ways in which his decisions influenced his relationships. Diddy said that Porter's immaturity at the time was shown in his alleged use of Lopez as leverage to gain a response. Despite being a planned action, it ultimately showed Porter's lingering influence on him and his unwillingness to fully end their relationship. This emotional entanglement was reasonable, but it had a domino effect on all of his relationships, leaving a trail of unresolved feelings and miscommunications. Despite its intensity, Lopez and Diddy's romance was a high-stakes roller coaster, marred by controversy and public scrutiny. Since going on to other relationships, including her eventual marriage to Mark Anthony, she has seldom spoken in depth about her time with Diddy. However, Diddy's disclosure of his intentions throughout their liaison offers new perspective on their brief but intense romance. Diddy's remarks on this period of his life demonstrate that he has grown up and learned from his mistakes. Even though he made some bad choices, his willingness to be open about the lessons he took away from those experiences demonstrates how much he has changed as a person. Diddy considered his friendships with Porter and Lopez to be life-changing events that shaped his ideas about love, devotion, and the importance of being true to oneself. The love triangle between Sean Diddy Combs, Kim Porter, and Jennifer Lopez remains a significant chapter in the personal and professional history of all those involved. Even if their stories have evolved and taken various directions, the emotional complexities and public scrutiny surrounding their relationships still have a unique impact on them. Kim Porter's legacy is one of grace, perseverance, and bravery. She maintained her integrity and had a successful career as an actress and model while raising their children and negotiating the challenges of a public relationship with Diddy. In 2018, she unexpectedly passed away, shocking the entertainment community and serving as a somber reminder of her lasting impact on Diddy and everyone else who knew her. Diddy has often referred to Porter as the love of his life, and her loss marked a dramatic shift in his life. Since then, he has made it a point to honor her memory in both public and private settings. He often pays homage to her on social media and expresses regret for the mistakes he did during their time together. In order to ensure that those closest to Porter never forget her, their children continue her legacy by often praising her strength and impact. A brief but important turning point in Jennifer Lopez's life was the relationship between Diddy and Lopez. At the time, Lopez was already a global celebrity, and her relationship with Diddy only served to further her reputation. Despite the fact that their relationship ended in 2001, Lopez has gone on to become one of the most well-known figures in the industry, building an empire in music, movies, and business. Although her reputation is defined by her ability and perseverance, her relationship with Diddy nevertheless had a big role in her ascent to stardom. Diddy's legacy, on the other hand, is both lauded and complex. He is unquestionably one of the most important figures in hip-hop and business because of his contributions to fashion, music, and culture. However, his personal life, particularly his romances, has often been the subject of public attention. His claim that he dated Lopez to make Porter jealous adds complexity to his story, reflecting the presence and patterns he saw in Porter and the changes he made and how quickly he became dissatisfied with his work life. His admission that he dated Lopez to make Porter jealous adds complexity to his story and highlights the challenges a man has when balancing his personal anxieties with his desire for notoriety. Diddy learns important lessons about love, loss, and personal growth from these relationships. Oh, the encounters with Porter and Lopez serve as a reminder of how crucial it is to cherish those who really matter, and he has openly shared this lesson with fans in interviews and public appearances. Ultimately, Kim Porter's legacy sheds light on the challenges of navigating life and love while under the spotlight of fame. Despite their challenges, Diddy and Jennifer Lopez's shared background shows their perseverance and potential for growth. Their stories continue to captivate and uplift audiences worldwide, acting as a continual reminder of the intricacy and beauty of interpersonal relationships. One of the most talked about relationships in Hollywood has gained complexity as a result of Diddy Combs' revelation about his motivations for dating Jennifer Lopez. His revelation brings to light the emotional challenges and anxieties that even famous and affluent individuals may have. While his public relationship with Lopez enthralled the world, it was ultimately based on unresolved feelings for Kim Porter, whom Diddy referred to as the love of his life. This revelation not only changes the way fans perceive Diddy, Porter, and Lopez's relationships, but it also emphasizes the difficulties Diddy faces when juggling fame and love while the public is watching. For Kim Porter, it confirms her position as a pivotal figure in Diddy's life, whose grace and strength continue to inspire even after her passing. For Jennifer Lopez, it is evidence of her tenacity and her capacity to overcome the challenges of fame in order to achieve greatness on her own terms. This chapter in his life is a tale of growth and reflection, a reminder of the mistakes that shaped his journey and the lessons he's learned along the way. What do you think of Diddy's revelation? Does it alter your perception of his relationship with Jennifer Lopez or his enduring bond with Kim Porter? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at one of Hollywood's most fascinating love triangles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more stories about the world of music, fame, and relationships. In the end, this story reminds us that relationships, no matter how glamorous they may seem, are filled with challenges, emotions, and vulnerable moments for fans. We value your time and look forward to seeing you soon.